Everybody, welcome to Blaster Chats. I'm Brian with Dart Zone.
And I'm Brandon with the same company, oddly enough.
The double B's over here. So I don't know. I don't want to give myself a nickname, but no, we're glad to be back with a very special podcast here. We're continuing our summer launch campaign about all new things that are coming to market. And this is a really special one because I think we're debuting this right before N More. And there'll be a little bit of a special for those who are attending N More. You'll get an early look at this item.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be pretty cool. So for all those who are attending N More or FoamCon, which is this week, will be at the end of the month, look forward to come by our booth and check it out.
Yeah, so the it we're referring to.
What is the it?
Yeah, well, if you've read the title of the podcast, then you already know. If you've looked at the thumbnail, you already know. But if you're just flying blind and you're just push and play on stuff at random, well, let's go ahead and let you know. We've got this little bad boy. It's called the Omnia Pro.
It looks like that's a half-length dedicated flywheel Pro Blaster.
Yeah, man. Now I want to get into the specs. I want to get into all the cool stuff. However, one of the things we like to do here is give you more information than you asked for, which is, man, walk me through it. How'd we get here?
Well, I think we have been on this journey with from Dart Zone Pro to Adventure Force Pro to Dart Zone Max. And if you follow all of our products and you've bought them along the time, we've really only produced one Pro flywheel blaster to date, which is the MK3. And that is a Pro blaster that is both full-length and half-length compatible.
Yep.
And still available in the market, and there's also available on our website. But a half-length dedicated blaster that's flywheel that also runs off a LiPo.
Yeah.
And it includes a LiPo.
Yep.
That is the difference in where we think we're bringing the technology and also the affordability down on Pro performance. So what you are holding in your hand right now is a powered by a 2S LiPo.
Yep, which, got here just hanging out.
So for those who still have still like to run their MK3 on a 3S LiPo, which has that little magic door, you take out the battery box, you see the XT60 connector inside there. This one runs off a 2S, and you're going to get 8 darts per second, which is a little higher performance than the MK3.
Yeah.
But you're going to get it with the half-length dedicated magazines that have been upgraded too, as well. So we're excited about this item, and I think from a marketing standpoint or a value prop, we feel like this is. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's the price, Brandon.
Well, the price here, it's going to be an online only, and we're looking at right around $90. Wow. Yeah, so lower than the MK3 launched at. Like you said, it's kind of we've taken some of the things from the MK3 that we loved, put it into kind of this alt variant of the MK3. But like you said, this is dedicated. It's dedicated half length. It's dedicated LiPo. And we've also brought in a couple of other things that we're starting to show up that are starting to show up on a lot of our blasters, which is Picatinny rail
across the
top, which we've been putting that on blasters for a really long time. But you'll notice that the stock attachment is, well, there we go. It's that same stock attachment we've been using for a little while. So we've got that. So if you've got another stock that you'd like to use on it, great, have fun. Otherwise, same buffer tube, so you can use all the different stock attachments that you've been purchasing from us or maybe from other people that you like on your blasters. So that's there. But one of the things that gets me like really, really stoked about this blaster is that it actually has 3 firing modes. So
I'll switch that around.
Yeah, we want to give you a look. So we've actually got a little switch here, and so we've got an off. So in off, you can rev those flywheels just for your own giggles if you'd like. In one, you've got a single shot. In 2, and I say 1, 2, 3, these are actually on the side of the blaster. In 2, you're actually going to get a burst fire, but it's not going to be 2 rounds. It's actually going to be a 3-round burst, which is a ton of fun to use. We just did the FPS video.
Yeah, it was really fun because it just really, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, it's a ton of fun. And then we've got our full auto, which we've kind of been been going back and forth just a little bit about is it 7 darts, is it 8 darts a second? So I think we've seen it up to 8 darts a second. In general, I think when we go live, we're probably going to go ahead and go live at 7 darts a second, just for safety for all of you guys. Maybe it's really humid.
Who wants to count those?
Exactly.
It's 7 darts
fast.
a second. It's super fast. You can empty that your 15-round mag in 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're going to need another mag. So we're going to give you 2 mags.
Yeah.
And we're going to give you enough darts for both of those mags. And you're going to get a set of eyewear. And you're going to get your battery, your LiPo, in the box.
Yeah, I mean, show me the LiPo. You got one over there. So this is our standard 2S LiPo. So what really has been able to kind of leverage the to bring down the price of these blasters is that we're producing gel blasters now, which all run off a 2S LiPo. So if you have a Pulsar Pro, you have some of our new blasters that are coming out, the one we showed earlier, Stratus Pro, they all use this 2S LiPo. So this is an available battery that you can actually buy on Walmart for about $18.
Yep.
So it's, you can have extra batteries for your competition Omnia Pro. So that's the whole ecosystem we're trying to build right now. So where you can buy the rechargeable batteries, you can buy the magazines that go with the blasters, and you can buy the darts wherever you want, online, in store, and be able to get I'll call a real high-end loadout for competition play, for the amount of money you have never spent before. So you can get all the things you need with eyewear for $90, around $90, online only. So don't go to stores. Go to I think it'll be available on all most of our partners' websites.
Yeah.
Target, Walmart will be carrying it as well. So we'll kind of keep you guys updated on those launch and available dates. So if you haven't subscribed to our podcast before, or you haven't joined the vault, please do, so you can get notifications when it first goes live.
Yeah.
So you can kind of get your hands on it as soon as possible. So that's the other part of this whole thing is, join, become a Dart Zone follower, and you can kind of get the news first about when you'll be able to pick it up.
Absolutely. And actually, you just pointed something out that we haven't really said on the podcast yet, but I think it's really important because it honestly gets me really stoked, which is that there are a couple of similar things happening across categories that we're doing from I'm not going to necessarily say design language, but maybe just pure facts, which is that a lot of our gel bead blasters are also starting to utilize the Picatinny rail and also the exact same stock attachment. And then in this specific capacity, the exact same battery as well that you could do it. So what we've allowed people to do is to not necessarily feel like they have to, it has to be kind of either or. You have the ability to pick your base level blaster, but as you start to accumulate accessories, right, you end up with a fun little arsenal of accessories that you can use on all the different blasters, or most of the different blasters that we make, which is kind of a thing that I always talk about, the things that get me excited. I think that's one that gets me really stoked.
Yeah, modularity is something that takes time to build. So you have to be in your third or fourth generation of product to be able to build kind of a modular system. So we're not really designing or setting out to, as some of our competitors, build their own modular system.
Yeah,
we're just building things that are as universal and as compatible with the industry or the blaster hobby standards. So standard Picatinny rail, standard stock attachments, have compatibility to do with other types of accessories, magazines that are universal. Going to half-length dedicated magazines, which is somewhere people value. This one does not have, I will say, people ask in the comment, does not have a flared mag well.
Yeah.
But those are coming in future product lines and future launches. So again, we listen, we hear what you're saying. We're glad you guys have a forum now to comment on these videos, and we take this as an opportunity to build better product, but also build product that people want. We're not. It's not a passion just to kind of build the craziest and weird blaster. There are gimmick blasters out there.
Yeah.
And there's room for a gimmick at any time.
Yeah, I mean, we've done a couple of them and
yeah,
loved
we've done
them.
a few of them, and I'm not going to beat up on them here right now, but we know that sometimes things look a little goofball.
Yeah.
So we think that the classic standard platforms of magazine blasters, drum blasters, compatibility in ammo, batteries, stocks is where we can be a reliable supplier for the hobbyist.
Yeah.
And also available at your local Walmart and Targets at great prices. So as much as this is an online only item, I think that the early success of this that we're anticipating is going to be a foundation to get this in more stores. So it's part of it is like, this is not a Kickstarter by any means.
Yeah.
But this is also a Kickstarter in mindset, is that how things perform. If you want to see more of this stuff, I think this let us know, and we hear that there's a lot less. We want to make sure that you stretch your dollars and invest in stuff that gets used for long time. So
yeah,
I've said in a couple times before, blasting on a budget was kind of our calling card when we were first getting into the market. I don't think that's changed.
No, I mean, yes, there are truths to how much things cost to actually make them. We're all seeing that across the board, which means that to get you the performance that you want, to get you the features that you want, sometimes the blasters kind of outside of our control have to be just a little bit more expensive, and that's something that.
But also, it's worth your money. So
exactly.
Built to last. So.
Yeah, and I think that's an extremely important piece here. Is we want, especially like you said, modularity, the accessories, the everything. We obviously want to make blasters, and we want you guys to buy those blasters, have a great time, and then tell us about it and tell us what you want so that we can keep iterating and keep making good stuff. But we also think it's really important. There are companies out there that specialize in building things and making things and selling things to you that have short shelf life, short use case life, and they know that. And they're building it for that, and then they know that you're going to come back for the next thing. We're here to not have you purchase our product because of that, but instead to have you purchase our product because you're excited for the innovation, and you're excited for that thing, but not because the last one you bought from us is in the corner, busted.
Yeah.
But instead because you just enjoy it, and we want to build an ecosystem so you have components you can use on old ones, on new ones.
Classic cars, man. This is basically Dart Zone is a maker of classics. I think that's what I think we can kind of commit ourselves to thinking about, is that we're gonna keep keep our ear to what trends are evolving, desires and features that are standard, and build standards into blasters. So with what we learned from the MK3 and to here is that most consumers were going to upgrade to the LiPo that we're looking for. You can run it off batteries if you wanted to, but the LiPo was basically the upgrade there. And then also, we heard a lot of times that, you know what, I don't really use the standard length magazines.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to give you half-length dedicated blasters. And then at the same time, we're going to bring the retail down $50 to $90, around $90. And with free shipping, it's just a click of a button away. We haven't mentioned this. I can't believe it. At the end of the podcast, what's the FPS ranges on this thing?
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're completely right. So as far as testing, what we've seen, and you guys will see it in the FPS video as well, but our official testing, kind of pre that FPS video, was that our Ruby darts, Ruby half-lengths, our Ember half-lengths, and our Bamboo 2Xs, they're all hitting within one FPS of each other. And so we're looking at right around an average of 150 FPS.
Great.
For all three. So, use...
But the rate of fire is changes the game.
Oh my gosh, dude. It's just a ton of fun. And I think that's baseline. What is this blaster? This blaster is really fun. Do you want to dump 7 rounds per second out of a mag all the time? No, right? Unless you just want to, because it's fun.
Well,
or
I will sit there and say that where you've got all of the features, you can basically gravity drop the magazine.
Yep. Right here in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And that's kind of another thing that we didn't really mention. But you can keep your hand on the handle and then just knock this.
Yep. And then you have your access to switch fire with your thumb right there.
Just right here.
Yeah. And so it's really kind of, I'm sorry, lefties, bear with us here. We had to pick one side of the blaster. But you know what? You can use your thumb or your index finger. So you're a lefty. So you've got your index finger there. And if I was the other one, I'd be using my thumb,
in this specific instance, you really can.
Yeah.
So it's like, we'll call it a partial ambidextrous.
That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, we're extremely excited about this one. And there are a couple of other things we want to just kind of tag in this podcast. But I think the most important here, and I'll just go ahead and put this down really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I think one of the more important things here is, guys, we have a podcast, right? We've been doing it for a couple of episodes. By a couple, I definitely mean more than a couple. But I think one of the really important things is we've got me, we got Brian over here. And we're reading your comments, and we're coming up with topics. Obviously, the easy podcasts, the ones that are like, oh my goodness, are product launches, because we want to give you guys the story, the background, the everything else. However, based on this last podcast, we kind of told you we found a way. Our comment section is officially open. I would say that you've got 2 people here with all the inside knowledge. We can't share everything. But in that comment section, ask us.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want to know? Because we would love to talk about it.
Well, we will take notes and we'll bring them up in future podcasts. So I think, one of the things I think we've really enjoyed doing the podcast. So it's
been a ton of fun.
We're having fun. And I hope you realize this is not really like a job. This is just us getting together and talking about stuff that we talk about behind the scenes every day.
Yeah.
And for those who have met us in person at events, that we will talk endlessly about product, listen to everything you got to say. But I think this is a good way to reach as many people quickly, have a one-on-one conversation like we're sending you across the room, letting you look at the product so that, you can get your first look and give us feedback for future events. So since we're not doing the Dart Zone Pro Tournament, series or calendar this year, we got to stay connected to everybody. So we're excited about it. And the Omnia Pro, I think, is going to be a great blaster and the future campaigns, because players don't have to, there are people who build great 3D printed blasters.
Oh, yeah.
Credit to them. And you guys are very... we tip our hat to you.
100%.
And but we're trying to build something that everybody can afford and play competitively. So still, it goes back to the basics of what Dart Zone Pro, Dart Zone Max, Adventure Force Pro is all about.
Yep, pro performance out of the box.
Out of the box. And by the way, when I tipped my hat, I didn't mean to allude to that, but
that was a really nice segue. It sounds planned, right?
I'm sorry. And so we're also showing off here some of our new merchandise. It's available on our website. So continue to check things out. Got one here, a couple other options, T-shirts. So, check us out. Because I think not a lot of people know about it. So unless we tell you, here, that's what we're sharing.
Yeah.
So I think we got the Omnia Pro. We've just our last podcast introduced the Outlaw and the Thunderbolt, and we'll have some more things to come here in the coming months. So.
Yeah, and honestly, when it comes to the merch, I think that's a really good. There's a really good spot for me to throw another plug in here, or another call to action, I suppose. When it comes to merchandise, we are a toy company. We make toys all day long. We make merch because you guys asked for merch.
Yes.
Which means if you got some weird, wacky T-shirt design, crazy idea, throw it in there.
Yeah.
Because truth be told, the entire merch project is just kind of a fun passion project because we know that you guys have said that you wanted merch. So if you guys have like fun ideas, we've had illustrators come and like work with us for those like really fun, a bunch of darts on top of a plate of waffles, or chili darts coming out of a chili bottle. If there are other kind of fun merch ideas or something, let us know. If you're saying, hey, I'm not looking for crazy ideas. Instead, I just want a big old Dart Zone logo in the center of a shirt.
Yeah.
Let us know that.
Yeah.
Let us know kind of, give us the pulse,
And I think that we're aiming to add new options. So
yeah,
if they're not there right now, like if you want a patch or something like that, let us know. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So just like we said in our last podcast, let's go ahead and do the old wrap up, since it is a product launch and we need to make sure that our team has the sound bites that they're looking for.
There you go. Here we go.
Here we go, guys. Okay, so this fall, we're going to have the Omnia Pro. It's going to be a web exclusive for now. It's got 2 sights. We got a full Picatinny rail. We've got your standard stock attachment right here, along with a buffer tube, so you can use whatever stock you want. We've got a rev trigger, normal trigger, and we've got the mag release right there, right by your finger. Don't worry about it. Exclusive half-length magazines, 2 of the red translucent new mags. What you got there right in your hand?
I got our 2S standard LiPo that's compatible with this product and other gel bead blasters from us from Hydro Strike and Gel Zone Pro. So
yep, comes in the box.
Comes in the box.
Comes in the box. We're hitting
$20 value right here, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? So included in the value of the blaster.
Absolutely. And what this is going to be for you guys, it's going to be right around $90. So Omnia Pro Performance, half-length dedicated, includes a LiPo. I mean, come on.
Yep.
And average FPS, 50. Just kidding. 150.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
that would be a little weird. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, do you have anything else you want to talk about, man?
No, I think we're going to be, if you're watching this podcast, when it first gets published, we're going to be at NWAR and FoamCon this weekend. Check out our booth. You'll get to demo the Omnia Pro and some of the other items we've debuted so far. And I can't wait to be back with you guys in the near future to talk about more product and all things blasters.
Yeah.
Well, this has been Blaster Chat. See you soon.
Yeah, see you soon. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.